The older of the SALEI brothers, Dmitry, is favoured.
We're now having clarification of the finalists for the women's 50 backstroke S3. China topping it with Peng Quping and Meng Guofen, the fastest seed, and the world champion Lisette Tinnison sees herself going in as third favourite into that final.
Well, the men's 200-metre individual medley SM13. It's an event that, on paper, Ihar Boki should win. There will be challenges in the pool, and the event has been dominated by the great Belarusian swimmer. He goes in lane 4 in the third heat. This is the first heat of 3. Dmitry SALEI of Azerbaijan goes in lane 4. Very slow start, but Thomaz MATERA of Brazil off to a blistering start from lane 6, but the underwater of SALEI is quality. So into the fly stroke for SALEI, who will finish very strongly. He was a gold medalist 8 years ago in the 100 fly. This is one of his strongest strokes, and a multiple world champion in freestyle events is SALEI. So somebody who is capable of starting strong and finishing strong at the turn. Much depends, however, on his breaststroke. But into the backstroke second, then into the breaststroke, and then, of course, home with freestyle in the individual medley. But SALEI in the backstroke is not disappointing. Much will depend, of course, on his breaststroke, but then in the free, he should be clear.
Well, really relaxing into the backstroke leg of this 200 medley. Dmitry SALEI trying to give himself as much advantage as possible. Going well in lane 6, much to the crowd's delight. Thomaz MATERA, the Brazilian, will touch in second as they head into the breaststroke leg. And in the medley, the breaststroke really can change a lot. It's a very specialist stroke, and you already see KLIPPERT, Ukraine, starting to come through on the breaststroke, closing on that lead that SALEI had developed over the fly and backstroke. And this is where a medley really can be won and lost.
Well, KLIPPERT is a very strong breaststroke, and you can see the room that he's making up on SALEI at the moment. But certainly SALEI being closed down in this breast, but he'll open it up again in the free. But the other strong breaststroker, Dmitry HORLIN of Uzbekistan, going in lane 3, has made up some great time, and he's overtaken MATERA. So SALEI ahead of KLIPPERT, ahead of HORLIN, but in the freestyle, it'll be an easy glide to the wall for SALEI. He'll need to still post a quick enough time to advance to the final, you suspect, because there are some very strong swimmers to come in the remaining heats. But he, at the moment, is taking it very easily in this freestyle and might even be caught by KLIPPERT or HORLIN. He's not racing it the way he might normally. Hasn't been complete control, but he might very well still touch first. Indeed, he does, just ahead of KLIPPERT and HORLIN. And MATERA of Brazil quick enough to touch 4th overall after an impressive opening leg of fly.
Well, that was a fair way off his personal best for Dmitry SALEI at 2:16.31. 5 seconds slower than his qualifying time for this event.
But he was taking it so easily in the free. I mean, he's a multiple world champion over 50 and free. He's a great sprinter in the freestyle events. But he was just taking it very easily. I think he knew he had done enough, and he'll be confident with that sort of time. Anything sub 2:20, you should be looking at a place in the final of the 200 IM.
Well, he did look relaxed on the butterfly and backstroke legs, just losing a little bit of ground on the breaststroke, but the rest of his strokes giving him enough to win this heat. Saw positions change quite dramatically on the breaststroke leg, and that was where Sergii KLIPPERT really put himself in contention, touching just 0.04 of a second behind SALEI.
Confirmation then, SALEI touches only 0.04 of a second.